What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Willie Does Wrestling, back at it again with a brand new video. And last night on SmackDown, we had two very exciting moments happen. Last night, fuck me, we had the reunion of the OG Bloodline: Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and the honorary host Sami Zayn. And we had finally the announcement of a main roster WWE Women's Mid-Card Championship. We're going to talk about that in this quick little video. And we'll also do our predictions for who we think should be the first WWE Women's United States Champion. But first, let's get into the reunion of the OG Bloodline. Obviously, on SmackDown, we started off with the meeting between all the members of the OG Bloodline, where Sami Zayn said, "Hey man, if you want me to fight alongside you against the Bloodline, I'll do it. However, you need to apologize to Jey first for all the abuse that you put him through." And Roman Reigns refused to apologize. It seemed like there were a little bit of tensions within the Bloodline. Roman Reigns saying Sami Zayn's not family, he's not honorary, he's not an Uso, he's not anything. Like, we don't need him here. And then, of course, by the end of the night, the Bloodline fought off the Temu Bloodline. And then that was where we finally got the reunion. It is also now official that at Survivor Series War Games in Vancouver, I'm pretty sure, it's in Canada anyway, at Survivor Series War Games, it will indeed be the OG Bloodline versus the Temu Bloodline at War Games, as all four original Bloodline members have reunited. They threw the ones up together: Roman, Jey, Jimmy, and Sami versus Solo, Jacob Fatu, and the Tongans. And I see this as an absolute win. It's 2022 all over again. I love it. I am absolutely a huge fan of the Bloodline, and they reunited. Sure, again, a lot of people can argue that this was, rushed. This was forced. Everything like that. But you know what? We're only a little bit of time away from Survivor Series because it's later on this month. So I think WWE, they just want to cut back on the long-term booking. It's also been very, very criticized by Triple H that he is obsessed with long-term booking. I'm fine with rushing a few things here and there, because at the end of the day, it's all about stopping Solo. It's not about settling personal differences now. It's about fighting. And I don't mind this at all. Give Sami Zayn something to do, and it will be a big fight field. This is going to obviously main event. This is going to be the sell-out match. And I've said this multiple times on this channel. This is clearly going to be on the road to, hopefully, Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania 41. I hope that is the direction. I hope we finally get that match. But we'll only have to wait and see. But the War Games match is official. The Bloodline is reunited with Sami Zayn. I love it. A lot of people love it. I'm very, very excited for what War Games is going to entail. Now, let's get into the announcement. Nick Aldis, in a backstage promo, announced that the WWE will have a brand new women's championship. And it will be the WWE Women's United States Championship. And I love it. Sure, the design is just like the Men's United States Championship, but I know people are already complaining on Twitter. A lot of people are saying, oh, this wasn't in the ring. Oh, it was in a backstage promo. Oh, the design is lazy. Oh, this and oh, that. We have been waiting for a women's mid-card championship since basically the start of the women's evolution. Why are we complaining? This is what we have wanted for years. I don't give a fuck if it was the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Women's United States Championship, we brought back the Divas title, make it a mid-card title, or something like that. I don't care. As long as we have a mid-card championship, that's all I care about. And you could also have a theory that maybe, excuse me, that maybe the women, on SmackDown will have the Women's United States Championship, and maybe Monday Night on Raw we'll probably have the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I'd be down for that. Have a mid-card championship for Raw, have a mid-card championship for SmackDown. Or you can have women from both brands fight for the United States Championship. I think that is an absolute win. We've been waiting for this for years. Honestly, I'd rather in 2019 we had a mid-card championship instead of tag team titles, even though now the tag team titles are getting a little bit more focus in a sense. I've always preferred a singles mid-card championship for the women instead of a tag team belt. But we have both, so I can't be too upset by this. And I absolutely love the fact that the women's finally have a main roster mid-card championship, considering the fact NXT already has one. And it gives more roster members something to do. So now let's get into the part of the video where we give our possible contenders for the who should be the first ever Women's United States Champion. I'm going to give you my top 3 picks, and that'll be it. Number 1, it's got to be Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green's work over the past for the past year, ever since she made her return, makes very entertaining TV. I very much love what Chelsea Green is able to do, and I feel like we should reward Chelsea Green by giving her that prestigious honor of being the first ever WWE Women's United States Champion. And you can even have her win by having Piper Niven help her, and then Chelsea Green can be that heelish champion that always has to cheat to win, or always has to use Piper Niven to win, or something like that. Number 2 would be Naomi, a big prominent name to be the first ever champion, and Naomi is a veteran, so it could, be a good little stat to reward Naomi for all of her years in WWE, even though she walked out 2 years ago, by having her be the first Women's United States Champion. I feel like it would be a good little, pat on the back to Naomi for all the years that she has put in to WWE. And number 3, I'm going to say Michin MrWillym. Michin, it's very clear she's had a little bit of a push over the summer. Seems like WWE is very keen on Michin. Michin's getting all these big matches, all these big moments, a lot of TV time. It's very clear that Triple H is very keen on Michin, and I feel like the peak of this push could be awarding Michin with that women's mid-card championship, and could raise Michin's stock in the women's division all the more. Now, if this title is going to be defended on both Raw and SmackDown, I'm going to give a few Raw picks very quickly. I'm going to say Zoe Stark could be one. I could say Io Sky, 100%, but she's getting a Women's World Championship shot. Or you could give it to Raquel Rodriguez. Something. If you want to keep this Judgment Day overexposure and have them out of all the gold, sure, give the United States belt to Raquel Rodriguez. Why not? Nah, I bet a lot of people will be mad about that. But again, I'm very, very excited to see who will win this United States Championship. Whether or not we're going to get a Intercontinental Championship for Raw. And, of course, the OG Bloodline coming back together. And War Games is now official. I am absolutely in love with this idea. But that's going to conclude my thoughts on the matter. What do you think about the OG Bloodline coming back and the announcement of the Women's United States Championship? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd very much love to see what you guys all think about this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on, so that way you never miss an upload. And until next time, this has been your boy Willie Does Wrestling. I will see you in the next video. Be good, people, and peace.